Hello and welcome into the Sobeys Arena for this presentation of the 40th anniversary of the Chebucto Bantam Memorial Tournament. This is the final round robin game. We're well into day 2 of the action here at the Chebucto County Wellness Center. This is the biggest game of the tournament thus far for the Bantam AA side of things. It's pretty simple. The host Chebucto Crushers are sitting and waiting, watching to see if they'll play tonight in a quarterfinal. Right now, they occupy that 6th and final spot, and they're waiting for Chebucto. Chebucto needs to win by more than 2 to claim that final spot and play spoiler against the host. Any other outcome, and the host gets to play hockey tonight in front of what will be a packed Chebucto County Wellness Center. My name is Ryan McDonald. On behalf of all Highland Sports, I'd like to say thank you for joining us this evening as we get underway here in what should be a great game of hockey between the Chebucto Atlantics, sporting an 0-1-1 record, versus the Northside Vikings, who are 0-2 thus far. Puck is dropped. We're underway here. McPherson has it. McPherson shot. That just goes wide. Chebucto's coming out looking like they want to fly here to start. Pass out towards the front of the net. Shot. That hits a post and guided safely out of harm's way there. Jessom just shovels that into the Chebucto zone. Let's fire it around. He'll try to play that. Couldn't get there. Bouncing around behind the net. That's chipped up. Here comes Chebucto. Working in. Pass back to the point. No one there. Jessom in a foot race for it. Walsh swung at it and missed. But it's picked up, and Chebucto's working right back into the north side zone, driving towards the net. That's dealt with easily, sent into the corner, chipped up, but it's kept in at the blue line. So that's just thrown behind the net. Back to McPherson at the point. McPherson shot. That doesn't make it to the net. There's a bunch of traffic. That's backhanded. McPherson holds on to it. Throws it over for Walsh for a one-timer. He just couldn't handle it. Puck still bouncing around. First minute and 30 through this game. It's all Chebucto. As Hawkins couldn't get it. Hill's going to pick it up behind his own net. He has pressure. Thrown it in front of the net. Big save there. Puck's rattling around behind the net. Northside desperately trying to get the puck out. Shot in front. Point blank save. Rebound couldn't be handled. That's thrown all the way back, and that'll get past McPherson all the way down to Chebucto's zone. No ice, so we'll get some change here as Chebucto looking to break back right out. Pass comes up. Little couldn't handle the puck. He tries to fire in the front. Back to the point, working in. Shot, big save, rebound. And that's covered for stoppage and play. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. Thank you. Puck's bouncing around here. Thrown back over. Chebucto thrown in front, keeping just knocks that out of harm's way. Chebucto still with pressure though. Carey digging for it, can't get there. Carey finally gets the puck, gets it up to keeping. Bouncing around, Carey on the far side. Big hit there by the penalty box. Compton's out behind his net to play it. That could have been dangerous there for the Vikings as it's chipped up to the blue line. That's kept in, and that's thrown right into the corner. Long's there to play it for Northside, and he gets taken down awkwardly. No call on that one, as the ref said that's clean. Douglas tried to throw it in front of the net. He couldn't. That's going to be thrown all the way down on net. That's handled as another unit for Northside will come out. Chebucto trying to take advantage of that. That's a long pass, but DeGroot there to break that up. Battling back and forth. DeGroot back with it. He throws it back. Going behind their own net is Northside. Working up. Long, the captain. He's past center ice. He's breaking into Chebucto territory. Long driving the net. Tries to throw it in front. That just patted away. Back to the point. And that just eventually gets out. Long picks it back up, though. He loses the puck at the red line. Working in is Chebucto. Long, big hit there in the corner. Chebucto still has it, though. Working just outside the corner with it. Big hit. There's some Pictou fans behind the Chebucto bench cheering for Northside as they want to see their hometown team play tonight. Battle forward, pass up to the winger. Throws it up, can't get it. It's a battle forward alongside the boards. Long. Pride hits Long. Long still able to stay with it. Pass up to Jessam, just of his reach. Farmer working in. Farmer. Shot. Big blocker saved there by Compton. And Long's going to pick up the puck in his own corner. No pressure yet. He just chips that up and out. McPherson kicks it. Collins just bats it right past him, and DeGroot dumps it into the Chebucto end for the first time. They're here in a couple minutes. Walsh has the puck. He lost it. Collins is there. Collins is pinned up against the boards. Battle for it. It's chipped up past Hawkins, and it's going to go all the way down to Northside's zone. Snow tries to get it out. Battle for it alongside the boards. Hawkins gets it up to Jessam. Jessam trying to get it past Douglas. Second time, third time, fourth time, not the charm. Hawkins can't get it back. It gets past him. DeGroot backhands it. That's thrown across. And there's going to be a foot race for it. Chebucto wins that one. Farmer has the puck. Farmer working up with it. Farmer looking to drive towards the net. Throws it back to the point. Douglas shot. That bounces over everything, and that goes to the back of the zone. Pinned up against the wall. There's going to be a penalty, it looks like. Head contact against Northside, maybe. Nope, it's against Chebucto as a big cry goes out here. Grayson Munden, He gets a 2-minute for head contact as he goes into the wrong penalty box. So, Northside's going to have our first man advantage today of the evening. They have one shot thus far as we've played just over six minutes here. So they look to bury the game's first goal as the Trailer Park Boys theme song's playing throughout. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Compton's out to play behind his net. Leaves it for Long. Long makes a move, cuts towards the middle of the ice. Long with some speed. Getting into the zone, tries to split the D, loses the puck. Shot, that goes wide. Chebucto trying to get it out. It does eventually get out. Reynolds knocks the puck out. Jessam chips it up to himself, tries to bat it in midair. Eventually has to let it calm down. Pass over to Carey. Carey chips it up and into the zone. Big reverse hit as Pride goes down hard. Can't keep the puck in the zone. Northside, it's Long. Working alongside the far boards. He gets pinned up against the boards. Puck's thrown out from the net, bouncing around. Can't get it past Hill. That gets stuck in a skate, I think. As that puck got stuck in between Hill's shin pad and his leg, I guess. That puck's dropped. Grant trying to keep it in. Carey does. So there's 51 seconds left on this power play. Carey has the puck. Carey working down low. Carey moves it low. Carey gets back to Carey. Carey centering pass, and that's just broken up. That tries to get dumped all the way down, but Long holds on to it. Long shot. Blocker save. Grant tries to whack at it. That doesn't work. And that's cleared all the way down, and Compton's going to play that one in front of his net. 23 seconds left. Carey behind his net. Waiting for something to develop. There's time for one more rush on the power play. Carey moves it over to Long on the near side. Long makes a move, makes a second move. Puck's knocked off his stick. It's chipped down deep. 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Keeping, works it down to Long. Long, centering pass, tipped up in front, bouncing around. There's a big hit. The whistle goes, maybe slightly prematurely. But the Mr. Ref lost sight of it. So we're going to have an offensive zone draw for the Vikings as they put some pressure on there during their first power play of the game. Score does remain 0-0 here. Puck won back by the Vikings as Snow just elects to chip that into the corner. Comes back to the point to him. He takes a shot, and that's a big glove save there by Dempsey, who got the nod today for Chebucto. And a must win. Puck drop. Vikings win it once again. Chebucto looking to move it up. They got speed. And they're blown offside as Snow bumped the puck carrier just around the blue line, just enough to interfere with the rush. Play blown dead. 6:17 remaining in the first period of play. Puck dropped to Groot, tied up. Chebucto throws it on net. Compton handles that with ease. Chebucto still has the puck. Throws it back to Brown. Brown can't handle it. That's chipped up and out by Collins. Chebucto will pick it up again. Light. For Little. That's thrown on there. Throws back to Brown at the point. Brown tries to make a move. Doesn't fool anybody. Just elects to dump it in. Centering pass. Puck bouncing around. Compton trying to cover it, but it's just knocked to the side. Shot hits the side of the net. Centering pass. Munden's shot goes well high. He's battling with DeGroot alongside. Shot from the point. It's tipped wide to the near corner. Working towards the middle. Shot. Big block. Centering pass. No one there. Collins is going to foot race. Big collision. There's going to be a penalty. It looks like against Chebucto. As the whistle goes, it looks like it'll be a cross check. Chebucto takes another penalty. 5:04 remaining in the first. Nohas gets two for a cross check there, battling for it in the offensive zone. Northside, pretty good power play. Came up empty-handed the last time, but lots of pressure. Got a little momentum going. Looking to capitalize on that here. Hill goes in for the face-off. He loses it, and it gets dumped right back down to Compton. He's out behind his own net to leave it there for Carey. Carey's going to pick up the puck. Gives it to Long. Long's going to run it down. Long's moving in. He shoots crossbar and out. What a shot. Picked up, shot, rebound, up for grabs. That doesn't go in. That's dumped up and out. That's going to be into the Northside bench. There's now a mob of Pictou players standing next to the Northside bench. Obviously, we know who they're cheering for here. Puck's dropped, one back by Northside, but that gets out of the zone. Minute 25 remaining on their power play. 4:27 in the period. Farmer keeps it in there, but Carey's going to go the other way. Carey circles back, looking for some help. He fires it over across the ice. That's just dumped in. Jessom giving chase. It's fired across over to McPherson. Jessom's in the net. Pass to him, back door. He got out of the net, just couldn't handle that pass. He missed it. And here comes Farmer, the captain for Chebucto. It's a one-on-one against the other captain. And Long makes a big stop. Farmer gets two quick shots off there, though, and Compton stands tall. Long, chased by Farmer. Carey picks it up. 36 seconds remaining on this penalty. Carey's going to go behind his net. Let this play develop. He's coming, bringing it out. Leaves it back for Long. Long. Working up. He's forced out wide. Long centering pass. Some stick tie up there as Carey's battling for it. That gets thrown around. 12 seconds left. Hill just tries to dump it down. That's going to be dumped all the way down, and that's going to kill the penalty. 6 seconds. Compton looks like he wants to play it. He's going to leave it there for Dolmont. We're back to even as Chebucto has the puck with 3 minutes remaining in this period. Dumped back. It's thrown up the ice. That's going to be an icing. As that's offensive zone draw for Northside. Pictou's letting out some let's go Northside chants. So they don't want their weekend to be over. Puck drop. Battling for it. Fired around. Hawkins keeps it in. What a great pinch there. Can't get it the second time, but Grant keeps it in. Just trying to keep the pressure, keep the puck in the Chebucto zone. Viva knocks it around. Compton leaves it there for Hawkins behind the net. Northside battling here against the boards. 2 minutes and change remaining in the period. Hawkins tried to jump up on a puck there. Sorry, Keeping did. So that puck's bouncing around behind the Northside net. Keeping has it. Keeping makes a move in his own corner. Working behind the net. Keeping chips it up. Grant tried to hit that like it was a baseball. Missed. That might be strike one. Puck goes into the corner. Keeping off his skate. Back out to Collier. The point. He can't get a good stick on it. Just goes wide as a couple people took a couple whacks at that one. That's going to be dumped all the way down, and that's going to get on target there as Dempsey has to knock that down. Puck's bouncing around. Viva has it. Viva. Shot. Just goes high. Min 12 remaining in this period. Chebucto's going the other way. Little in the corner. Keeping has it. Fires it behind his net. Carey actually hits the ref there. Can't play the puck. Shot from the point handled with ease. Rebound almost looked like a little bit of trouble. That gets out. Chebucto trying to push. One last push here in the second period. That's fired across. That's just thrown back to Douglas at the point. DeGroot trying to knock it back. Shot from the point. Blocked by Carey. Carey's brought down. Both of them. There's probably a little bit of fault on both sides there. Carey's slow to get up in the corner. as they're going to blow that down as DeGroot had a break. Carey, he looks like he's going to be able to get up under his own will as he does. And a couple claps here, as it's always good when you're able to get up. So hopefully he's good. It's the Pictou crowd there, the team clapping for him next to the bench. There will be 25 seconds remaining in this period. Puck's going to come just outside the north zone. Puck's dropped. One back by Chebucto. Goes all the way to the far side. Dumped in long will corral it. He just fires it behind the net. Little tries to play it. Almost chipped out of the zone. Finally gets to DeGroot. DeGroot chips it past McPherson. Race for it. McPherson separates DeGroot from the puck. That's how this period is going to end as the buzzer goes. We've played one. Northside 0. Chebucto 0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just like 2 minutes with the second period. And we are ready for the second period here. If you're just joining us, a lot at stake here. Not so much for Northside. Pride. A lot for Chebucto here. A lot for Pictou, even though they're not playing right now, as that puck goes all the way back to Compton. We've played one. It's 0-0. Shots 6 apiece through the first frame. Puck's bouncing into the Northside zone. Back to Walsh. Walsh tries to get it down low. Shot in tight. Compton, big save. Rebound, even bigger save. And he holds on to that. If you're just joining us, this is what's on the line. Right now, the hosts, the Pictou Bantam AA Crushers, hold the final spot in the crossovers playing tonight's game, the last game of the night. Chebucto sits just outside. They need a win, and they need a win by more than 2 to guarantee they're in. If they just win by 2, there's a lot of math that I'm not great at. As that puck goes all the way down to the Chebucto end. So Chebucto needs to, just play their game, worry about the math later. As Long has it deep in his own zone. He turns around, fires it. McPherson keeps it in on the far side. McPherson walking, turns around, shot. Big save by Compton. That's turned around, fired back. That's going to be kept in by Chebucto on the other end. Dolmont try to keep it. Oh, and there's a whistle that I don't think the Chebucto parents liked, although didn't lead to much. There is a group right behind the Chebucto bench that really enjoyed that call. There's a group right to the left of them that did not. As soon as the ref loses sight of the puck, the whistle does have to be blown as Chebucto wins the draw, fires it all the way around. Big collision, Pride in the middle of the net. He can't handle it. Long has it. He chips it off the boards. Reynolds saves it. He throws it back to Brown at the point. Brown shot, tipped in front. Big save. Compton, he holds on. Redeflected a couple times as there's some words being exchanged in front of the net. 13:30 remaining. And here, the second period of play. Puck dropped, one back by Northside. Keeping has it alongside the wall. Keeping just waits it out a bit, then dumps it up. It's kept in at the blue line by Chebucto. Work towards the middle of the net. Middle of the ice. Grant knocks it out. Brown has it. Brown behind his own blue line, throws it over. Can't be held in. Reynolds moves it up. It's kept by Hawkins. Hawkins throws it out of the zone. Promptly turned around, thrown right back in. Hawkins has time behind his own net. Turns around, reverses it back to Keeping alongside the far wall. Keeping tries to get it out. It's held in. Chebucto looking to get something going. Working towards the front of the net. Shot goes wide. Centering pass off a couple bodies. Second attempt, same thing. Third attempt, Reynolds. Reynolds fans on the shot. Grant has the puck. Grant's just going to throw it down the middle of the ice. It's kept there. It's moved over to Brown. Grant taking a couple whacks at it. Doesn't actually make contact as Brown just dumps it in as soon as he passes the red line. Snow. Taken down. Gets back up and gets the puck. He throws it back. Thrown in front. Shot. Scores! And that's a huge goal there for Chebucto as they're up 1-0. So that silences the Pictou crowd a little bit here. The Pictou faithful is just under 3 minutes into this period. Big goal for Chebucto as they need another. At least one more. Carey passes the Carey, back to Carey. Chebucto throws that over. As Chebucto's come out this period a little flying as Northside seems a little flat-footed, more so than the last period. It's been a long weekend as Carey has it on his own net. Carey reverses, chips it up over everybody. And DeGroot's going to pick it up. DeGroot shot. And that's held onto by Dempsey as he makes the save there. And there's going to be an offensive zone draw here for Northside, as they find themselves just recently down 1-0. DeGroot's in for the face-off for Northside. Puck drop, one back. Trying to be held in there and will not. As it's knocked back, DeGroot has to retreat back to his own. The goal for Chebucto scored by number 12, Parker Little. Assisted by number 8, Grayson Munden. So that's how we stand right now, 1-0. Little for Munden, as it's just a one-goal game, but Chebucto put in a lot of pressure on here in the second period as McPherson tries to get the puck down low. It's intercepted by Carey. Carey working in. Shot, that's blocked. Sutcliffe moves it up. Long's going to pick it up. Long's just going to chip it up. It's knocked down by Farmer. He can't handle it, though. And there's a big hit. Jassam got hit. He stayed on his feet. So he ate that. As Higgins just gets it down low. Jassam throws it in front of the net. Patted away there by Dempsey. Jassam has it again. Big reverse hit. Thrown up. And Jassam's going to pick up the puck. He tries to chip it to a teammate. No good. McPherson picks it up. He's going the other way. McPherson throws it all the way down. Compton can't reach that. That bounces over his stick. We've played 5. Here comes Long. Long working up. Long swings back around in his own zone. Makes a cut. Long. His pass knocked down by Reynolds. Higgins going to retreat back into his own zone, pick it up. He throws it back. Intercepted, back to the point. Shot, deflected, just wide. That could have been the 2-goal lead right there that they might need. Once again, not great at math. DeGroot passes it up. Jessam throws it in front, no one there besides a Chebucto defender. DeGroot intercepts the pass. It's knocked off his stick very quickly, though. And here comes the Atlantics. Chebucto, shot, blocker save, rebound, pad save. Big saves by Compton. As Hill picks up the puck, goes behind his net. It's knocked off his stick for a moment. He gets hit hard into the boards. He's pinned up against the boards. Puck's stolen by Hill. That was a nice little toe drag there. Hill's working in. Hill. He has Dalmont with him. Working wide, being forced wide by McPherson. McPherson kicks upon his net. Jessam has it. Jessam throws it up for the point. Didn't make it to Long, as here comes a 3-on-1 for Chebucto. Long's busting back. It's the 3-on-2. Pass goes behind everybody and kicked all the way around to the far boards. Jessam gets a pass. Stumped back in. In deep, goes back to the point. Big hit. Looking at the point. Back over. Douglas shot. Deflected in front, and it's held on to by Compton. Keeping it a 1-goal game. .804 remaining in the second period of action here. Chebucto leads 1-0. And a do or die for them. Puck drop, 1 forwards by Chebucto. Bouncing around in the corner. Chip back to the point. Farmer takes it. The captain shot. Rolled up Compton, but he got the most of it. Kept it out. Grant has it alongside the boards. He's chipped it up the boards. Does not work. Working back. Centering pass. Goes all the way back to the point. McPherson works it down low. Pass too strong to be held. Just gets knocked into the corner. Battle for it alongside the boards in the corner. Chebucto comes out with it. Try to toe drag and get it up over Compton. Compton shuts that down with a poke check. Grant can't get it out. It's dumped right back in by Noas. Shot from the point. Wide. Rebound. Noas almost had a chance there. He went for the wraparound. Couldn't get that. Grant can't get it out. McPherson has it. McPherson back door, and that just goes through the legs of Sutcliffe. That could have made it 2-0. Sutcliffe has it the boards. He gets hit hard. And there's another hard hit. Body's flying. Looks like a bit of a yard sale here. Grant tries to tip it out. Farmer keeps it in. Farmer shot. And that's held on to by Compton. 6:47 remaining, as there's opportunities there. For Chebucto to double their lead. Not to be at this moment, as it still stays 1-0. But putting more shifts like that, it's bound to happen. Pucks drop. One back, but it's knocked all the way out. Quick change, and there's going to be blown dead. And not sure what that was blown dead for. As the ref, they're asking for an explanation. They're not sure what's going on. Northside coaches aren't happy. So I'm not sure I don't want to speculate there, but the play's blown dead. I think we're just going to put the puck just outside the Northside zone. Not going to speculate on what Mr. Ref saying or the coach. Puck's dropped, one back, but intercepted by Chebucto. Pride shot. That gets blocked by Carey. Carey's fighting for it alongside Reynolds. Can't keep it in. Gets knocked back towards Pride. Pride, Reynolds can't keep that in. Goes to the point, Douglas's shot. Block comes out, so it's going to have to be dumped back in as Chebucto retreats. Carey's just going to throw that way up, and that's going to hit the scoreboard. So that's going to get a stoppage of play. We've played 8 minutes and 49 seconds of this period. The shots in this period. 8 for Chebucto, just a lonely 1 for Northside. They're looking to change that. Puck's dropped. Face-off won by Northside, but Sutcliffe gets back there. Carey knocks him off the puck. Battle for it. Alongside the boards, we're losing a stick. There's going to be a penalty coming up. Carey's battled back there. He's hit hard. He's brought down. Whistle is blown. And it looks like it's going against Chebucto. It will be... not sure. They get their guy. It's Charlie Coulter for a slash. He's going to get 2 minutes for a slashing call. So Chebucto, big momentum here if they kill it. Draw 1. Long keeps it in though at the point. Knocks it down. Jessom tries to center it. No good. Second attempt. Also not worthy to get through. Douglas picks it up. He throws it around. Carey can't keep it in. And Munden couldn't get it out, as he almost looked like he was off to the races there, short-handed. 5 minutes, 28 seconds left. Long has it. Long gets the puck taken from him. It's out in front. Munden couldn't handle that pass, and he was all alone in the slot. And Foy just dumps it in. Compton leaves it for Long behind the net. Long waiting for something to develop. He tosses it up. It's stuck in Jessom's feet. Jessom gets hit hard. Munden gets hit hard. Carey dumps it in. It's thrown against the wall. It's kept in. Hill throws it in. Eventually dumped all the way back down. Foot race, Munden and Hill. Munden's going to win that one, but he misses the puck, and he just lays out Hill there. Noash's shot, blocked. 40 seconds left on the power play. That's dumped into the Chebucto zone. 0 shots on this power play so far for Northside. Dolmont picks it up. Dolmont just chips a pass. Big reverse hit. Puck comes out, however. Northside needs to get some pucks on net. 20 seconds left. Long being forced out wide. Long. There's a big collision. No one really wears the worst of that one. Puck comes out in front. Shot just goes wide, and that's corralled and thrown all the way down. 6 seconds left. That should kill off the penalty. We should be back to even here. Carey chips the puck up. And Coulter is just going to knock that right back in on his way back to the bench as we're even. Partner pass from Long to Carey's knocked down. Back over to Long. Long throws it all the way around. Northside desperately looking to get something going. Another chip just outside of their zone. Foy going back to chase it. He throws it off the wall. Keeping tries to play it. Little takes it. Puck's dumped into the Northside zone. Carey behind the net. But goes over to Little alongside the boards. 3:10 remaining in the second period. Fast moving second period. So that puck's dumping deep. Looked like was to be a big collision behind the net. Not to be as the puck's bouncing around. Hawkins loses his stick. Hill, a couple collisions. There's a penalty coming up. As everyone's yelling, a little common music coming on the Trailer Park Boys song. As Hudson Hill goes to the box. 2 minutes for a hold, I believe. 4 minutes head contact is the actual call. So there's going to be a face-off. Big 4-minute power play. That's big for Chebucto's chances here, as they need to score as many as possible. So McPherson has the puck by the blue line. He gets passed back. Farmer looking for something. He goes back door, just behind his target, working back to McPherson. McPherson at the blue line gives it back. Tries to go to Farmer. That's deflected in front, so it's into his feet. Farmer goes back door. Shot. Compton gets a piece of that. That goes into the corner. Sutcliffe looking around. He throws it back to Farmer, the captain, at the point. 2 minutes remaining in this period. 3:14 in the 4-minute power play. Shot. Deflected out front. That goes wide. McPherson tries to throw it in front. Does not make it through. Shot. That also just went wide, as these are just getting tipped wide of Compton there. Puck back to the point. McPherson. Shot it. That goes high, wide, and goes all the way down to Chebucto's blue line. Farmer throws it to McPherson. McPherson just chips it into the Northside zone. Picked up by Northside, brought down. Chebucto trying to get things set up. Back to Farmer at the point. Minute 15 in the period. Farmer fans on the shot. Still has the puck, moves it down low, back to Farmer. Farmer works it down low, pass in the skates. Couple bodies out in front of the net. Pass back to the point. Last minute of the second period. Shot. Glove saved by Compton. Rebound. Shoot. Scores. It's 2-0. It's McPherson burying the rebound. It's 2-0, and perfect timing with 2:07 remaining in the penalty. That means that it's just going to take 7 seconds off, and they're going to get a full 2 more minutes of power play. 53.6 seconds remaining in the second period. It's 2-0 Chebucto. As during the intermission, I'll have to find the rules for tiebreakers here if this ends as a 2-goal win. As we get the scoreboard set up, puck's dropped, one by Northside. Higgins takes a couple whacks at it, doesn't get it any deeper. Little shot goes well wide. That's going all the way back to the point. Stumped right back in. 40 seconds to go. Pass it front, shot, that goes wide. Back to the point. Foy. His pass deflected a couple times. Can't get taken out though. That's dumped in long. He gets hit hard into the boards. He's held up against the boards. 14 seconds left. Mr. Ref yelling, move it. I don't know if it is going to move it. Puck does come out. 6 seconds left. Chebucto behind the net. Centering pass. That's sent out wide. Centering pass again. That's wide. And that's how the second period is going to end. We've played 2. Northside, nothing. The Chebucto Atlantics, 2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after a short intermission with the third and final period of the game here on High Button Sports. Hello, welcome back for the third and final period of this game. If you're just joining us, Chebucto 2, Northside nothing. Through 2 periods of play. So we found out what might be the second tiebreaker if this game ends like this. It might be whoever has the least penalty minutes. Don't quote me on that. We asked a lot of people. No one seemed to know during the intermission. We also can't find at the moment who has the least penalty minutes. So it's somewhere. But that second tiebreaker is null and void if 1 goal is scored either way here. There's 15 minutes to decide this one. The Pictou faithful and the Chebucto faithful anxiously await the final 15 minutes. Lots of screaming going on here. The people are excited. Puck's dropped. Northside will start shorthanded for the first minute and 4 seconds. That puck gets dumped in. Compton looks like he's going to play it. He leaves it. It's just fired right back around by Nohas. McPherson gets it down deep. McPherson scored the last goal. Little tries to get it to the point. It does eventually get to Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe works it over to McPherson. McPherson works it down low. Shot. That's blocked. No, getting in the way of that one. Sutcliffe again. Sutcliffe trying to work it down, and that's intercepted and thrown all the way down. Dempsey out there behind the net to play it. Dempsey passes it to Richardson on this brand new sheet of ice, and it slips past him, but eventually gets up as Chebucto's trying to take advantage of the last 20 seconds of power play time as Farmer skates offside, so we'll get a stoppage of play. 18 seconds left on the power play. Chebucto already scored 1 goal in this power play, as you might remember. It was a 4-minute power play. They scored with 2 minutes and 7 seconds left in it, canceling out those 7 seconds. Pass comes over to McPherson as Chebucto looks to break in. McPherson back to Farmer. Farmer working in. Farmer pass in front, can't be handled. Comes back out to McPherson. McPherson shot, blocked, doesn't make it all the way through. Comes back to him. Second attempt also doesn't make it all the way to Compton, and that puck's chipped up off the glass and out. We're back to even. It gets dumped in. Carries back behind the net to play it. Brian Maddox carry, and his pass goes all the way down. There's going to be no icing. It's thrown against the boards. Battle for it against the boards. Couple hits there and there. Mr. Raphael, move it. Puck goes back to Carey. He works it up in front. Shot just goes wide. Chebucto looking the other way. Makes a move with pride. He lost the puck. Reynolds came back behind him. He threw it up. Carey has the puck behind his net. Carey chips it up to Jessam. Jessam tries to move it up forwards. Does not go. Passes it over. Just dumped in. Compton's going to play it behind his own net. Skips over his stick. Reynolds behind the net in the corner. Carey's there to break that up. Carey trying to get it out. Not going. Goes out in front. Pride. Shot blocked. DeGroot going the other way. DeGroot has a break. Slap shot. Blocker save by Dempsey. Chebucto as DeGroot broke that one up. Shot. Goes behind. Shot scores. It's 2-1. Dempsey made the initial save. The rebound came in. Northside brings it back within 1. Dempsey made a couple great saves there. Just couldn't handle the last one. It kind of snapped through him there. And then buried. We're in for an interesting last 12 and a half. Puck's dropped. One back by Northside. Northside tried to dump it in. That does not go. Higgins falls down. That's Long tries to chip it up. Does not go. Working in. Long blocks the shot. That goes up and over. Coulter gets it at the point. He shoots it. That's handled easily by Compton. Grant chips it up. Working in. Dalmont moves it over to Keeping. Shot. That's a big save there. Keeping this a one-goal game. Keeping. Hunter Jessam getting the goal there. Viva with the assist as that puck comes all the way to the north side zone. Long pass. Knocked back in by Grant. Sutcliffe just dumps it in deep. As a player hits the ground there, the ice is pretty slippery. Dalmont takes advantage. He picks up the puck. He's going behind his net. He chips it up and out. Using the glass. That's going to go all the way down. That will be an icing. That's waved off, actually. My apologies. As Chebucto will go the other way. Chebucto coming in as a couple moves made. Little just dumps it into the corner. He picks up himself. He's trying to wrap it around. Little works it back to the point. Shot from the point. Caught by Compton and held on to. And now that Northside scored. And now that Northside scored, the Crushers are back enjoying this game a little bit more. That puck's dropped. Northside won that chip pass. They're working in. Still plenty of time here for Chebucto to punch their ticket till tonight. Collins overstates that puck. Chebucto trying to work it up. That gets past a couple guys. It's a foot race. Snow wins the foot race. That was almost a break. Might be the break Chebucto needed there as the puck goes to the far side. A couple guys go hard into the boards. And we're going to get a whistle as Hawkins went down. Hawkins back on his feet. So that's a good sign. So he'll skate off to the bench as they went awkwardly into the boards there as they're both trying to play the puck. Got tangled up, but both of them, they're good. Hawkins going to stay on. He's going to play. He's sent off. So the ref told him that since the whistle blew, he has to come off. So they're going to have to make a quick change here as Carey comes on for Hawkins. Whistle blows. Puck dropped. Carey tries to chip it up the wall. Viva with the puck. He has assist on the last goal. He chips it just into the zone. Chip back towards Viva. Viva turns around, shot. That's blocked. Collins working down low. Collins in front, shot. That was easily handled there by Dempsey. As here comes Chebucto. Chebucto just dumps it in. Snow tries to get it out. It's held in at the point. It's blocked. Fans on the shot. Battle for it alongside the boards. Ref yell, move it. That is moved. This time just out of the zone. Dumps back in almost immediately as Carey's back to get the puck. Carey reverses back behind his own net. Working up. Flicks it up. He'll be in the feet there. Gets thrown right back off the ice. Chebucto coming in with a little bit of speed. Forces. Sutcliffe just throws it behind the net as Northside looks to get it up. Held in by Little. Little shot. Pad save by Compton. Farmer gets it in deep. Farmer centering pass. Shot. Pad save. And he's going to hold on to that. Keeping that out is Compton. What a play there by Farmer. He put it right in front of the net. And it looked like Chebucto was going to get their 2-goal lead back, but Compton slams the door shut. Keeping this a 1-goal game. Pucks drop. Won by Chebucto. Taken by Northside real quick. There's a shot, though, and Compton's going to hold on to that as 9 seconds pass. Since the last face-off, there's 8 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in this game. A lot of anxious onlookers as everyone's waiting to see who plays. Puck dropped. Shot from the point. Saved by Compton. Another puck drop. One back to McPherson. Shot by Farmer. That goes well wide. Farmer's going to pick up his own rebound. He throws it down deep into the corner. Centering pass. Bouncing around out front. Still loose. McPherson comes out shot. That goes well wide. Farmer's going to go reach pinch. He tries to chip it in. He gets hit. Pucks try to be whacked a couple times by both teams. Chebucto has it. Chebucto throws it in. And that's thrown all the way back down. That's going to be an icing. 8:15 remaining in the game. You could cut the tension in this rink with a knife. No matter who wins this game, there will be a game in between either the Chebucto or Pictou quarterfinal. That'll be the last game of the evening in this rink as the puck's bouncing around out in front. Northside gets it out. Keeping, and that's knocked just out of his reach. Great play there. Coulter works in. Coulter just throws it in. Compton out to play it. He leaves it for Hawkins. Hawkins tries to reverse it. He fans on it. Coulter back behind the net. Centering pass. Just fanned on out in front. He was all alone. Walsh throws back. Keeping. Coulter loses the puck. It's thrown in. Munden shot, scores! And there's a fight going on behind it as Munden hugged the wrong team. And it looks like, to add salt in the wound, Northside is going to get a penalty as Munden scores. And Long, the captain, is going to get 2 minutes for roughing, as he did feed Munden a couple punches in the head there, as Munden got caught up with the celebration. Carey's pleading his case to no avail. So this puck's going to be dropped, and there is going to be a 2-minute penalty. Puck's dropped, one by Northside. Northside chips it up. Collins throws it all the way down. I'll kill off some time. This rink is eerily quiet. Everyone on the edge of their seat. No one knows what to say or do, as no one really knows what the second tiebreaker is. The puck's working in. Shot. Blocked. It's caught. Working down low. Reverses it. Tried to go to McPherson, but he wasn't there. That goes right outside of the zone. McPherson waits till everyone gets on side. He works on. Sutcliffe. Centering pass broken up by Carey. Trying to knock it out was Delmont. Broken up by McPherson. He keeps it in. Working behind the net is Chebucto. Noas. Back to McPherson. McPherson over to Farmer. Farmer, the captain. Shot. Big save by Compton. Rebound. He puts it up and over the net. Collins working for it on the boards. He dumps it down. 48 seconds remaining in the power play. 6:10 in the game. And I said there's tension before. There's tension times 10 now. As here comes Chebucto working in. Turns, passes it to Farmer just outside the blue line. 26 seconds left. Long. Trying to get his coach's attention from the box. He's antsy to get back out. 21 seconds left. Gets knocked back out. Farmer's going to have to retreat back and pick it up. Farmer working his way in. Farmer walks in. Stops. Looks. Dumps it down deep. Back to Farmer. 5 seconds on the power play. Farmer works in. Stick handles. He's Knocked off the puck. Puck's knocked out of the zone. Long's picking it up. And he can't pick it up in time. It looked like he was all for a break there as McPherson fights with Long in the Chebucto zone. Throws it up. 5:14 left in the game. Over to Walsh. Walsh shot. Scores! Walsh. Nolan Walsh might have just put Chebucto into the quarters. And has stunned this home crowd. As now they're up by 3, that would definitely give them the better plus minus. So we don't even have to worry about a goals, a second tiebreakers. That puck's won, dumped all the way down, no icing. Coulter, he loses the puck. It's knocked up. All the way down. Hawkins going to have to go chase it all the way back down into his own zone. Chebucto has to hold out for 4 minutes and 50 seconds. There's a big hit there, and 2 of those is going to be on the advantage as Viva is going to get a hitting from behind penalty, it looks like. So he goes to the box. 2 minutes. Hitting from behind. 4:45 remaining. Puck drop, 1 by Northside. Northside just dumps it down. As if you're Chebucto, this is a prime opportunity to add icing to the cake. Insurance goal here. Puck's bouncing around. And if you're wondering about the Team Canada Olympic game, they're up 3-0 against the Swiss, the women's hockey team. As Farmer comes into the zone on the power play. Farmer working around the net, looking for somebody. Centers it, and that's fanned on and dumped down. Just makes it to center as it bounces off a couple sticks as McPherson's blown offside. Minute 18 remaining in this power play for Chebucto. 4:03 remaining in the game. Lots of nerves in this rink. As I do believe if Northside scores 1 more goal, Picto's going through. If this game holds as it is, it's Chebucto. As Farmer dumps it in. Compton leaves upon his own net. McPherson reverses at the blue line. Looking for somebody. McPherson. Namas. Goes it back to McPherson. McPherson's shot is blocked. Noms. Leaves it. Little. His pass is intercepted by Carey. Carey just dumps it all the way down. Little's gone back for it. He throws it up. Farmer over to Munden. He misses it, but McPherson's there to pick it up. McPherson working in. Onside, McPherson working the blue line. 30 seconds left. His pass to Farmer. Bounces off Farmer and goes out. Carey steals the puck. Shot, and that goes right off Dempsey's head. Big save there as that was a shorthanded opportunity. Shot from the point goes wide by Compton. Munden goes back to McPherson. McPherson keeps it in. As a Let's Go Vikings chant is started here as we're about to be back to even, and we are. Viva's back on the ice as that puck goes all the way down. Snow, first one to get there. He throws it alongside the boards. Kept in by Chebucto. Viva back behind the net to get it. He chips it back. Chebucto's the first on every puck at the moment. They shoot. Misses. Second shot goes well wide. 2.5 minutes. Let's Go Vikings getting a little louder. They need 1 goal. Picto does. Viva has it on the net. But at this rate, Chebucto is all over everything. Chebucto has that puck. Turns around, Coulter. Pass goes well past him. DeGroot chasing after it. DeGroot. Coulter just throws upon the net. Foy tries to get it out, keeps it in, and then gets knocked down. Puck gets dumped out. Minute 49. Long has the puck. Long throws it up. All wide of everyone, and that puck goes right into the Chebucto bench. A lot of sweat right now. Offensive zone draw here for Northside. They win the draw. Long has the puck at the point. His shot goes well wide. Dolmont, first one on that puck. He moves it back. It's chipped in. Sutcliffe tries to get it out. It's kept in. Keeping with it. Keeping tries to get it back to the center. It gets back to Keeping working in towards the middle of the net. Sorry, the middle of the ice. Knocked away. That's going to be dumped all the way down. That's going to be an icing against Chebucto, as that might be a nice strategy. Just keep killing time. Dump the puck repeatedly, as they're just trying to hope that they do not give up a goal here. So it looks like there's some Pictou County Timbits cheering on by the Chebucto net. Puck dropped, one back by Chebucto. Puck's thrown up, and it'll get out of the zone, and that's thrown all the way down towards the empty net. And just wide. Minute left. Icing called. Minute 6 seconds left. There's an empty net for the Northside Vikings. Puck dropped. Chebucto throws it all the way down the net. The ice, sorry. Just misses, and that will be an icing again. 1 minute on the dot. And every time that puck goes flying down the ice, you can hear a collective gasp from the Pictou faithful. Carey's going to line up here for the draw. And that's going to be blown dead right away, as we're going to add 2 seconds back on the clock. So it's going to be a minute and 2 remaining. Just a couple seconds went by a little too quick there after the whistle was blown. One back by Chebucto. It's the last minute now. Long has it at the point. Long with the extra attacker. It's knocked out of the zone. Carey's going to have to retreat. Carey, 44 seconds left. He just chips it up and in. It's dumped right back out, but that's going to go all the way down. And will be an icing. 36 on the dot. As a lot of concerned onlookers here. 36 seconds. It's 4-1 Chebucto. That puck's thrown behind the net. Trying to hold on to it. Trying to just hold it against the wall. Puck eventually does get out. Gets right back against the wall. 22 seconds. Refs yell, move it. He blows it. It's going to be a delay of game. Maybe. It's going to be a roughing call on Keeping and an unsportsmanlike, and Keeping's kicked out of the game. And that should do it. And then long is going to be sent to the box. The puck's going to drop. Not everybody's where they're supposed to be yet, so whistles blow. Puck's dropped. It's thrown back. They try to get Snow the outlet shot. McPherson's shot is saved. Sutcliffe is knocked down. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. That's fired out. Kept in. McPherson, one-timer. He falls down. Misses that. 2, 1. That's the game. Chebucto survives and advances. I think. I'm pretty sure. And they'll play in the last game tonight, the 3-6 game in the quarterfinals. As they're hugging, and they're very happy about that, as it's very quiet here in Pictou as the home team gets eliminated here. While they're watching in the stands, that's never a good feeling, but we've all been there. As they're going to shake hands there, we'll be back for the play of the game in just a moment. Player of the game for the Vikings, number 20, Hunter Jessam. He's the lone goal scorer for Northside.
Player of the game for Chebucto, number 8,
Player of the game for Chebucto, it's number 8, Grayson Munden. That will do it for us here at the Sobeys Arena at the Pictou County Wendell Center. We'll be back tonight for the quarterfinals.